Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and of me playing Hogwarts Legacy. Let's just play. Let's play. Okay, let's go to herbology. Down.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora,
Garlick?
dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
I like that
How
saying.
thrilling
I love
it
her
is to have
braids.
everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake.
Mandrake!
Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil!
He's just a little cranky because they woke him up from their naps.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Get out of the way, Sebastian.
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Character looks weird. The glasses. It's probably the glasses.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance.
Test it out.
Management. Niffler's
What are we doing?
fancy. Pardon
Okay.
me, Professor. What am I supposed to do
Planting
with the
them.
dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Cool beans. Which one's my harvest? Oh.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Nine minutes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your
I like
Dittany
her
will be
name,
ready to
Garlick.
use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Just... Oh. Did this...
Now remember, a wand is not a trowel.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
Oh, this
Nice
guy.
to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But
Sebastian.
you outright
Have I been
slaughtered him.
saying his name? I
Brilliant.
just call him Sebastian.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself.
Sebastian.
I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Sure.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest. Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they
shit.
can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba-tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a
Booba-tubers?
fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Did it just explode? Get all the cabbages.
Revelio.
Cool. Let's put. Did he take a shortcut because...
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Revelio.
Oh, those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Dear Professor
To make
Garlick,
anything
how
grow,
very
we must
thoughtful
first
of you. And
understand it.
remember that
That goes for
strawberries
plants
aren't
as well
my
as
favorite. They
friendship.
are sweet.
Kindness
Be-
and concern are as
as can
necessary in
be.
the greenhouse as in
No
the
wonder
Great
Mongols
Hall.
love so much. Everything you cultivate seems of such high quality, from bitter root to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Nora so adores you, as all of you do. Oh, her aunt? Yeah. Oh, this is where we just were. Let's look around while we're here.
Revelio.
I promise you, more teachers nod at you if you're holding a stack of books.
The chairs in the common room are too comfortable.
I do this to him.
Incendio.
Okay. Guess not.
Heal.
Okay. Cool. It'd be cooler if there were like some fish inside.
Why would Helga Hufflepuff have you tap on barrels though? That's the only thing that mystifies me.
Why else would it be the only common room with plants? She's obviously showing favoritism.
Okay. Let's go meet up with Natty.
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Oh, I guess I'm going
Professor
to
Black
potions.
would never allow that.
Not
It would make
Natty,
him look
maybe later.
completely incompetent, which he is.
Revelio.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. That was easy. That was easier than the first time. Blue leather gloves. Okay.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy.
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld
Okay, that's
potion
what I
can
thought
be
it
used to
was.
sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Huge ass ladle. Their culture.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Okay.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
The bit Sebastian. I don't know how they.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Weasley?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
You bitch. Oh, it's just the way he talks. Some of these, Gryffindors seem like Slytherins to me. Memorandum. wee hours of the night with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more. Coin, you are amongst. He would grab the huge ass pink one, like the brightest one that you probably noticed. Is that it? Cool. Gareth, if you get me in trouble, beat you up.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Don't make me regret helping you. Oh.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Dung! What happened?
Ah, shit.
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Ah, fucking bitch.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
Alright, bitch.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Yeah, bitch.
Professor Sharp wasn't happy. Leave me out of your grand plans next time.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's already forgotten about it. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Looky, you have nice hair.
Ugh,
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Revelio.
Only a freaking coin? Okay, let's see if there's anything anymore over here.
Revelio.
Now we should meet up with Matthew, right? Let's go. We've gone out this way before. Oh, actually, I don't think I... How did I get that? I remember walking through here. Oh my gosh, it's the bridge where Neville was running on. Right? So... I don't remember what she said she needed, or what we're doing here. Oh my gosh, is that future like Hagrid's house? Oh, heck yeah. Okay, that's bird as fuck.
Revelio.
Oh, so... Oh, well, he was a groundskeeper. I guess that makes sense. That... All the shit's over here. I destroy a pumpkin. Oh, I can't destroy a pumpkin. Oh shit, hell yeah. Look at the chickens. I saw a little... Oh, they're goats. Go.
This looks intriguing.
I know it says she's over there, but I want to walk over here. Where are you? Yes.
You for some assistance.
Who are you?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Sure.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe.
That in the water.
It would mean so much to our family.
Sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Oh. Maybe I should not just go all the way across. Where is... Or maybe later. I do want to see what... Oh, nope, nope, nope. Do I have to fight? How do I fight something in the water first off? Help you later. Yeah, I'll help you later, fam.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time.
Oh, I forgot we haven't told her anything
now
yet.
You might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so.
He's
I'm
the
still
only one
learning,
that doesn't give off
but I
Slytherin
can see
vibes.
traces of it. And I've cast
Those
magic
other
I
two
can't
guys that I
otherwise
met
explain.
that are Gryffindor.
I know
don't
that's
give
a
off
lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Oh, I like her.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
One second. Sorry, I was looking up how I can change my character's look. It's saying that she looks weird, but I think she looks fine, but I don't know. I already know I took forever just to work on her.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be serious.
Oh no.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Bitches.
Oh, this is a fast way to get yourself killed.
Oh shit. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is
I'll
that?
watch the light go out of your eyes.
Collections section of the field guide has been updated to a new type.
Tiger! We can hold them off.
Oh
I'm
shit,
not going
shit.
anywhere with you.
You take this student on your back.
No, don't!
Producton!
Oh shit.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
That's just fearful.
Aha! Back from more.
Oh my god.
Knew you were still hanging.
There's proper food for these.
I might have to start over on this bitch.
I haven't even had my food yet. How's it
Oh god damn it. What is this sound? Oh, it's probably like... He's level 11. What the fuck? I don't think I'm level 11.
Get over here, Tiger! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh shit, she does it twice. Okay.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
You're easier to spot than in a rumble.
Going on!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Had enough? How embarrassing!
Oh shit, I'm like getting confused.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Sure.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio! Levioso!
We need to use a different... I don't know. No, this would be it.
Incendio!
Oh, okay, I do need to go.
Flames make the pyre sink.
I don't know why I thought repair would work, but
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
I like this one.
Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio! That's that. Settled.
I'm confused. Is that not what I did the first time?
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Cool.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Okay, you guys, I changed my hair to purple. And I changed the scar on my face. Maybe that will satisfy me for a little bit. Why I changed my hair to purple? I don't know. Cool. And maybe because I want to dye my hair purple, but I can't.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory.
Diggory?
Former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at
Are you related to
I believe you can help solve a
Cedric
decades-old murder,
Diggory?
thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you.
Do they pass
Didn't have the
away and
chance
just
to
become
do
a
all that I
picture,
could.
or like how does
I
that
was in the
work?
midst of reforming Azkaban when my life
Do
was
they
cut
paint
short
them and
by
then like get
dragon
resurrected in the
pox. I
picture,
was
or like how
sneezing
are they? I
sparks to the bitter end.
don't know. Now I never thought about that before. About the people in the pictures are people. I don't know.
I
That
shall
just
go
like
and
stunned
see her
me.
right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Okay. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This one was a lot of fun. But yeah. See you guys in the next one. Bye.